What's good, everybody? Back once again. And what about them Dolphins, bro? Them Dolphins was on point. I was like, I mean, don't get me wrong, they gave me a couple scares, but at the same time, we got the W. That's all that matters. I was like, we about to want some James about to eat them W's. Uh I was like, seems like it's a different. I was like, I mean, I know it's one game. Don't put all your eggs in a basket. Don't count the chicken before they hatch. But it just seems like Tua with he got the little sleeve now that they all get. Put a little bit of extra. Almost like them old school like sports game where you put on it's like you get the big arm and all of a sudden he just throwing lasers. He just throwing like fire. Not the new stuff where you got to buy it and give you like 5 points extra on something or whatever. I'm talking about the good ones like Street or something. But he was on point. Tyreek Hill was on point. Why y'all boys keep leaving that man one-on-one? Because he always going to embarrass y'all. Every single time. I don't understand it. I'm like, where's the help at? Where, and how do y'all live with yourselves? I was like, from his touchdown, easy like snag, where he was like 8 yards from the next person, to when it's the drive we need to score, and Tua just over here did the throw you do on Madden where you run and you just like ugh, right to Tyreek Hill, and if Tyreek Hill, if it was properly thrown, like Tua didn't have to run and throw it, that was a touchdown, cause he already beat the dude, because he was able. There was no that when the two came together, the safety in the corner, he beat him pretty much. And then it's inexcusable at the end for him to get that touchdown pass, because I was like, I get it was in the breadbasket, but I was like, how close that is, how small Tyreek is, and the corner. I'm like, there's no way I'm like, that's good. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a good ball play, man. That's good throwing by Tua. I know what I'm taking away. But I'm saying I'm like, I don't understand the defense at all, bro. That's what I'm getting at. That's crazy. Anyway, Tyreek Hill, man, caught that. Nestled that baby. But yeah, no, Tua was pretty much on point. I was like, I was like a couple like hiccups or stuff like that, but nothing major. None that can be corrected or fixed. But the offense was just fast, and the defense fast. Sometimes it makes me a little uneasy because there's no big people really anywhere. I was like, I was like, we really miss Jalen Ramsey because we need like a big person on defense, and he'll be our big dude on defense. And I feel like he could have matched up on that dude, the tight end Parm, a couple times. I was like, he would have gave him a better matchup than Holland did. I mean Howard. I was like, but they almost made me think of like almost Indy when they used to have Peyton Manning, how they used to have like a bunch of like smaller guys, but they were always like fast and get to the ball, and so they play with the pace of the offense. That's what they really seemed like, where everybody just small and fast. It was like cool. It's like we're just gonna get to the ball or get to the spot faster than you're gonna get to the spot, and that's how we're gonna beat you. Yeah, but I was like big. I was like, yeah, big on defense, and also I just think we need a big, like, I know like we got Cedric Wilson, and he's bigger, but he's not a big receiver, if you get what I'm saying. And I know that's sort of what we got tight ends for, but none of our tight ends are also like, when we lost Gesicki, I was like, that was our jump ball dude. We don't have any of those anymore. And I was like, and I'm like, even like McMahon came from 49, I was like, they have a couple big receivers, like Jawan Jennings is like 6'3" or whatever. Kittle's a big a big tight end, and that's what I think that I was like, we need somebody like that, like not like that he got to be used all the time or nothing like that, especially depending on how we do matchup. I'm like, it's to me, I'm like with a lot of small, fast receivers. You got Barrios out there. Kraft. I wouldn't say he's fast, but I was like, he's Edelman. Like he's like that type of type where he's speedy and like small buckets. Um, but just a big receiver. I was like, that's what I think that they need to, you know, to really have like an all around offense. I also think the running game was also okay. But like I said, I was like, we don't really have a running back. It's more just, I was like, it's not just there. It's not just there. But week one, I was like, going to take the W. Not going to be out here really complaining about nothing, even though I just did. More of my rant. Defensive line, great. I was like Vangio. I felt like was like the right type of guy for this team, just because I was like, because of how he sort of does his blitzes and how we got enough small dudes that's also like they just like get it and go. I was like, cause sometimes people got speed, but I don't mean they know how to really like their instincts don't kick in. And I feel like we got enough dudes that have that. And you pretty much seen on the last drive where it was just like, yo, we just came for Herbert. Like, no, you could do with Wilkins and Phillips. I was like Chubb out there, so I'm like, we're stout on there. I was like, you can't really. We got dude that could penetrate from each spot. Yet alone, like once the safeties like come into play and stuff like that, like everybody just to the ball. And I was like, I predicted a Dolphins win, and I said the Chargers were going to charge, and we gave them the chance to win the game by missing that field goal. And what did they do? Not take advantage of it at all. Because what they did at intentional grounding, it was a wrap. We were just going to come at them all day. All day. And I was like, and they came up when they needed to. I'm not going to say that, we played a spectacular defensive game. Nothing like that, because they was gashing us in the run game. They was getting us. And, and that's where the only time I'm like, the speed is good, because it's like, cool, we can get to them. But then it's also where, like, the speed and the smallness is bad, because it's like, they could just go through us at the same time. Like, that's why I said it's like that Indianapolis team, because they were really good against, like, passes and pass rushes, and I was like, but you could get them with the run. And that's sort of how I feel like we could got with the run. And now I'm saying, on the offense, that one's going to be a little bit later until we get that, not exposed, but I was like, until we start like seeing flaws or blemishes, because we got Hill and we got Waddle. So, and you got Wilson, who will get some more playing time, with Barrios and Kraft. Smite was out here doing his thing too, and we got the running back for the screen game. So I'm like, we can piece around all that. But shout out to Mike McDaniel with the gold glasses. I feel you. But anyway, that's enough Dolphin talk for me. Got that W, got that win. We in here. Got anything you would like to say? Let me know. Like, subscribe, do all that type of thing. But hey, if you liked it, thanks, appreciate it. If not, hey, maybe next time. But until then, I'm out.